Hi Aries, how you doing? It's your girl Ruth. Hope y'all doing fine, having a great day, great week, getting ready for this weekend or whatever time y'all listening to this. Yeah, I had an idea about the ancestors and realizing there's good and there's bad. Okay, so what we're gonna work on now is how to help the bad so they can stop using us. Okay. That's our focus right now. Because if they have any habits that could be affecting our life right now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw from this package. I put a bunch of scenarios in here, and I'm going to shake it all around, and I'm going to pick some, and then we're going to talk about it. Okay, what might be one of the issues that they use it, kind of gather it all around. Okay, I got one. This one says negative thinking. You never have or get out of same neighborhood or situation. Okay, so how could an ancestor be triggering this? How do you say that? So yeah, maybe because mama said that we never leave, daddy never leave. They went to the same school, they went to the same store, blah blah blah, same college, whatever it may be. Grandma did, grandpa did. They played in the same. Everybody did football. Everybody had a business together. Blah blah blah. So now they want you to do that. Some of them have passed on, and when they passed on, they didn't change, and they didn't become free spirits to let people be who they came here to be. So they still want to pass that on, and you still, if they have that in you, you still having those thoughts and maybe teaching your kids the same thing. So now you want to recognize that because nobody's happy. You might have one or two that is, okay? But nobody's happy and you feel like something's missing because you still got that same mindset and the ancestors are still playing you from the other realm. And we're not going to say all of them, but a lot of them got stuck on the moon phase on the tree of life. We're going to look at it. And not saying all, we're just giving examples, okay? Let me see, where is it? So we're going to show, um, okay, for instance, okay, this is the tree of life, okay? This, the person when they passed away, it's a body somewhere on here. Anyway, so this is, you know, the body, the earth is you. So this represents the moon. And a lot of people who didn't change before they left here are stuck right here. And the habits and thoughts that they had are stuck right there, you know. So that, they're still trying to influence us from that realm. So we can help them as well, okay? We can help them by the things that we do here alive, okay? So they learn from us. Now, whether they move up to the next, I don't know. I'm not having got that far, but we can give them acknowledgement on changing, not being the same in case they're stuck right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to figure out how to get these negative thoughts and start thinking positive and realize that we have a path. We have our own destiny to fulfill, not what grandpa, grandma, mom and daddy, Uncle Annie, family business wanted us to do. Everybody has something to do in this world, okay? Now you have some that's supposed to follow tradition, but you want to make sure that you know that you are supposed to do that, okay? So that's what we're going to work on. And the first thing we're going to work on is, okay, first questions I would ask would be, first, just breathe. Do some breathing exercises. Ask, am I happy? Ask yourself those things. Spend time alone to think, just to be, or just to be. How's your health? Can you afford to move away because of your health? Anything going on? Now it's time to focus on that. Do you like working with your family? Ask yourself those questions. Can you add to the business? Maybe they just need to add to the business or whatever the neighborhood, whatever it may be. Go on a vacation if you can, or just get out from over there if you can. Start riding or looking online of other places you might like. Maybe you could branch the business out, you know, maybe simple as that. Or if, what am I saying? What have I put? And if it could, oh, okay, if it's color related, and you over 18 or 21, start talking to different cultures online. Learn more of their culture and stuff, and see if what you've been taught is the truth. You know, could be that. Then I said, uh, when you just know that the family way isn't for you, start to ask the elderly or a person you trust in the family and talk to them about it that's going to tell you the truth. If not, have a family meeting and tell them how you feel. You know, if you can. Then maybe ask yourself first, do you know what your path of destiny is? You know what's going on with you, why you feeling like you don't want to be there anymore with them, what's really going on? Do you have the resources in case they disown you? Okay. Then have the answers. Uh, then act. Okay, if you have the answers, then act or not, or just plan. If you've talked and still want to act, then research where you're going, the rest areas, the stores, the people, the area, good or bad, things to protect yourself. You want to have survival equipment for one thing, but besides prayer, along with prayer, maybe crystals, incense, candles, herbs, what do you believe in? How do you protect yourself? You know, what's needed? You need to have to dig a little deeper now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, those are some questions. Let's see what kind of crystals maybe. Let's get a little bit more. Are you motivated, self-aware, focused, realization of what what's going on? Do you know you? Write down your weaknesses, fears, negative, how you get angry, what hate makes you unhappy. So when you get encounter those things on your path, what are you gonna do about them? How you want your life to be. If it doesn't, what's next? What's your plan? What are you willing to do? Are you going to bring those same beliefs with you that you were taught? What do you didn't like about those beliefs? Okay. What are you looking for? What's going to make you happy? If that's what you seek, what do you believe? Uh, how you protect yourself, your instincts. What are you gonna do? Who do you go to call on? Uh, did you write down your affirmations? And what are you passionate about? Like I said again, focus. Are you confident? You love yourself, trust yourself, forgive yourself, believe in yourself. How did you leave home? Does it matter to you how you left everybody feeling? Are you had to go? Are you confident and you feel good about that? You forgive yourself. They'll understand later. What are you saying to yourself? Okay, so those are just some little things to think about. We're gonna go ahead and pull another one, and we're gonna talk about maybe some more. See how much time we have. Uh, okay. The next one is marrying rich. Do you want to marry rich? Are your family, that's what they wanted y'all to do? Marry rich? Um, is that the norm? You know, um, how do you feel about that? Will you accept not having everything you want, or striving to get there? Or what's your path? The same questions apply to the first one. How do you feel about that? Are you willing, were you forced to marry somebody older, or are you already in that situation and you're not happy? How are you going to get yourself out of that? Say y'all to do family, like my mom said. And, are you going to risk disappearing, or will it be harmful if you left? You know, so those are some things you got to ask. Do they want kids? You want kids? Don't want kids? Or you want a career? Or you're too young? You feel like you're too young to marry? This goes for women and men. It doesn't matter. Uh, how your family feel about it. Do you care what they feel about it? Is it your turn to feel about what you need to feel about? You know, just some good questions to ask yourself. I'll go on to another question. Okay, let's see. Uh, Same thing again. Uh, are you supposed to be a movie star because mom, dad was a movie star that's in the family? Same thing going to the same thing we talking about. Model, singer, etc. Are you supposed, are you expected to be that? I remember I was talking to this man. He was a dentist. I was going to rent one of his houses. He had real estate as well. And he wanted all his kids to get in the same profession. So one became a pharmacist, one became, I think, a physical therapist or something. So he just know for sure that the baby boy was going to be a dentist like himself. So when he retired, he can go ahead and give it to him. But the son was an artist. He liked doing art. That was his passion. And he talked about that boy so bad. He just thought he was just lazy and trifling, and I was telling him, I said, wait a minute, if he's all of that and he does art, how he's he all of that? You know, I said, why not just find somebody else in the family, cousins or nieces or nephews that might want to continue on, with that, and let him be him. Why can't he do the art? Why can't he do the drawing of everything, and let him see how far he can go into the art? That's his passion. That's what he came here for. Oh man, he must have went off. Oh my goodness. And he still called. He's still nothing. He ain't gonna be nothing. I mean, just downgrading his son. I said, well, what about the kids that's in school going to do this? Can you train them to take over if your kids don't want to take over? You want family members. He still thought that was a bad idea. So sometimes you won't win with the different type of people. So are you ready for that? You know. A lot of people have broke away and been very successful, and a lot of people have not. Are you ready for all them things? But what are the main thing you're seeking? That's going to be the question. Are you seeking happiness? That's the first thing you need to think about. Your peace. Can you get it with them, or can you get without them? Can you still stay in the ways that they have you? You know, Questions to ask. You know what I'm saying? If you fall in those categories. Just, scenarios I'm throwing out, you know. Okay. Are you argumentative? How you gonna be in the world if you're always arguing with your family, or your family is always arguing? That's something that ancestors did. Your uncle, your auntie, your grandpa, your grandma, always bickering, always fussing, always arguing, always low braiding each other. You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna be the same way, or are you gonna work on yourself? Are you gonna go back and see the pattern in the family line? You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna say, okay, me and my kids not gonna be this. We're not gonna do this. So how are you gonna change yourself? Because you can. I showed y'all the first scenario about the ancestors stuck on the moon cycle on the tree of life. So they're learning as well. We all teaching each other. We're all connected. This is a learning thing. I'm learning so much, you know, but you don't want to get stuck there. So, because these things might leave you stuck there. We don't change. You know what I'm saying? Being angry all the time. Just different things. So just some scenarios to think about. What are you gonna do? The questions that we already went through, And because if wherever you go, if you keep that same mindset, it's going to lead you to a lot of trouble. And you might miss out on the person that you really care about because of this, or unless you're going to meet somebody and y'all both going. I remember it was a couple when I grew up, they were both Leos. And she was a nurse, and he was something good too. And they would, every weekend, they would get sloppy drunk and fight and argue like cats and dogs. And Monday through Friday, peaceful, nothing going on. But as soon as that Friday hit when they get off from work, I don't know. I couldn't live that life. I'm sorry. I just don't want to go around angry all the time. I just don't want to go around fussing with my mate all the time. But some people like that. Did your family like that? Did your grandpa and grandma like that? You know, do they like doing all that? Do you like that? So if you decide to leave or move around, not everybody you meet gonna like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll do one more scenario. Okay. So what are you gonna do to change those things? Okay. Okay, there you go. Another one. Liars. I had a brother that could lie and he believed his own lies. You know, uh, when you leave and go off with others or you lying, then you want to make it funny and lying. Lying to get what you want, lying to people. Big people do that. The politicians do it every day. Okay, so you know what I'm saying. So how you gonna live the rest of your life? Are you gonna continue that? Are you gonna break that generational curse and catch yourself when when you're going through those things? You know what I'm saying? And say, wait a minute, because I don't want to get stuck. I don't want my kids to be lying to me. I want my kids to be able to be honest. I can be honest with my kids. Oh, if you don't have any kids, don't want any kids, family, whoever you meet, you want people to trust you. You want to be able to trust yourself, you know? So that's another scenario. Same questions apply that we had at first, you know what I'm saying? So what else should we do with that? Let's see. I just thought I'd shuffle the cards and see what the destiny would be for that. And got a 7 of hearts, so you'll be emotional about everything, but hey, it's kind of for your best interest to go pursue your passions, whatever you decide to do, so you can have happy relationships and be creative, compassionate, okay? And your luck could change, like we all talking about, for the good or the bad. It's just a chance we all take in life, you know what I'm saying? Nurturing, dependable, protective. Could bring you moody, so it's a chance you take. I just thought I'd just pull that right quick. Okay. Guess we'll just ask a chakra wisdom. Make sure you check your chakras and see, kind of take care of yourself like I've been, teaching and showing on here. So we ask what's the best outcome for this situation. And let them give us a clue. So it says 7th chakra, crown chakra, divine intervention. I honor a higher power and know that anything is possible. I let a higher power have a more active presence in my life, and I know that my life is divinely guided. I surrender to this truth. I know that I am loved, guided, and protected by a higher source. I am open to seeking guidance in my spiritual quest from a spiritual teacher, master, or guru. Okay, so we're going to leave that alone. So those are your things for that. Okay, Aries, hope this helps if that's what you're seeking. Okay. All right, this your girl Ruth signing off, and until next time, love y'all. Just thought I'd do that scenario, so it's timeless. So whenever. All right, love y'all. Bye.